Hey guys, just going to do a quick run through on how to use this PhET simulator. You're going to click the link. It's going to take you here. We're going to click in. This should load, and now we got a chance to play around. To build a circuit, here's our power supply. We can put a battery in here. You can click on the battery. You can change its voltage. Right now it's a 9 volt. We can drop it down. Let's make it 3 volts to start. You can start throwing some wires in here. They can move around. Throw another wire. And then we can add a little light bulb. You can spin it around, right? So I can connect and I make a little circuit right now. As these electrons start to flow, you see those lights. These little yellow lines show you the brightness. So if I made it brighter, you'd see these lights get a little longer. I can bump up the voltage, right, and you'll see it gets brighter here. Now, from a lab standpoint, we've got these little tools. We got a multimeter that's set to measure voltage. We've got an ammeter, which measures current. I'm going to break these apart. I'm going to kind of put a little more traditional circuit here. For an ammeter, we just want to put it in the loop. So all the current has to run through the ammeter. And I'm going to connect my circuit now. And again, we see the flow. You'll notice these electrons going this way. If you click over here, it shows the direction. That's the convention we use in the real world, which is that these positive charges are moving here. So you can go either way, but we see that it's moving. If I disconnect, you would notice that you don't see any electrons moving. They're stuck, right? So you need to have them connected for them to move. To use the voltmeter, this thing is sit around. We just put these little probes on either side of the light bulb. So I touch here and touch here on either side. We see that voltage shows up here. So this is going to be what we call the voltage drop across any element. So if we're measuring the voltage across the light bulb, we're going to put the probes on one side or the other. Now if I switch the order around, all right, notice the voltage amount is the same. It just has a change of a negative amount. So I don't really care about the signs. I care about the amount of voltage drop. Now, if I want the supply voltage, that's going to be the supply of the battery. If I click here, you can see that it's set to 5 volts. All right, so there's a difference between what was being supplied and what is the voltage dropped across the element in the circuit, which in this case is the light bulb. Some advanced options in here. I'm going to turn up the wire resistivity. So wires have a little bit of resistance. Ideally, they have none, but in our labs in school, they have a little bit. So I would argue maybe for our lab, we're going to turn it up a little bit. This is where we turn on the resistivity. In the real world, we actually have some resistance in the battery. We're going to keep that at 0. All right, so for our lab, this is what I'm looking for. You can flip on some values here and tinker a little bit, but it allows you to build your circuit. Over here, if I wanted to, I could disconnect. I could throw in a switch into my circuit. And now when I click that, it's going to open and close. And then we got some different elements in here. You can throw some different things into the circuit. But just showing you how to play around here with the PhET simulator. At any point, you can hit a reset and build a new one. You can zoom in and out, but it should give you a basic idea how to play with it. Good luck.